Well, the first thing to point out, of course, is ostensibly the reason they're meeting on Tuesday is to discuss a constitutional committee, or the formation of a constitutional committee that would eventually form a new constitution, or come up with a new constitution for Syria. But of course you can't divorce what's happening in Syria on the ground and this apparent build-up to a conflict in Idlib from the discussions that are being had. We've got discussions with representatives from Turkey, from Iran, from Russia, the guarantor states as they're known. Now de Mistura, he was actually asked, Staffan de Mistura, the UN's envoy, he was asked during a break in the meetings what was on the agenda, whether Idlib was on the agenda, and he said everything was on the agenda. So Idlib is being discussed. Now, one of the Iranian representatives actually on the way into the meeting was also actually asked about Idlib and the humanitarian disaster, or the potential humanitarian disaster that could occur should a regime incursion into Idlib begin. And he actually did say that they were worried about that. So it does appear that there is an acknowledgement by all sides, not just by the sides that support the Syrian opposition, but also the sides that support the regime, that a humanitarian disaster could potentially be on the cards, and that is something to be avoided. So as long as that is at least accepted, there is some positivity there. But of course, we've got to remember, this isn't particularly high level. We're not talking about leaders of countries right now. We're talking about deputy foreign ministers and the like. And so perhaps this is something that at least is stopping an eventual attack from taking place in the next few days, but it's still on the cards in the coming weeks potentially.